Just use your
What's
teeth.
up, guys? We are live. Thank you for all the plugs to the Reality Good Gamers. Thank you, new people that have showed up. We are the League of ExtraOrdinary Nerfherders. I am Teals. Our host T Money forgot her beer the second I went live, so she's working on that like a champ.
I got it.
There we go. Now take over.
How's it going? Welcome, Nerf herders around the world. Here we are. I am so excited to present our third and creepiest fanboy live stream, the Ewoks! Woo!
Yep.
Wicked. So yeah, tonight we are going to do our fanboy thing. We're going to hang out with our special guest, Uncle Dad. What's your guild's name, Uncle Dad, again? You guys just changed it.
What is it? Oh, guild's name? Outpost Beta?
Yes, Outpost
The
Beta.
one and only Outpost Beta?
Yes, a lot of my...
It is linked down
my
below.
ex-lovers guild. my ex besties, and Uncle Dad has been farming the Ewoks for a very long time, way before they were cool. I don't know if they're cool yet, but maybe tonight we'll make them that way. First things first, let's talk about what booze we're drinking. Bobby.
The Drunk Tank. All right. Tonight we're doing beers. Mine isn't exactly local, but it's regional. It's actually made up in the Ohio area. It is Fatheads Bumblebee beer. It's considered the most refreshing beer in America. It's a blend of honey and blueberry. It is very, very delicious.
By what quantitative scale is it the most refreshing beer in America? That's a pretty big fucking state.
Number one. So, yeah, this is my favorite beer, actually. So, next.
I'm drinking, there's a local brewery that has like a little restaurant and then like a cool big, the big, what are they called? Vats of beer that you can walk through, called Big Rock Brewery in Calgary. And I have a few of their beers, and then I have some Fernie beers, and I think I have a Wild Rose beer, which is even a smaller little microbrewery. So I'm going to be going through them tonight. I have opened a session IPA, and the cool fucking thing about this is the cap just opened the whole thing off, like a tuna can, the little tuna cans with the tabs, like the whole thing came off. So now I have like a fucking glass of beer. It's badass. I'll take a little picture for you guys because I'm sure you're all curious. Next.
I sound very curious.
You curious? What kind of curious?
About the bottle.
It's fucking cool. Teals, what are you drinking?
Firestone Walker. Sticky Monkey 2017 vintage. They originally came out with this in 2012. It's
Teals, if you make
what?
Pretentious, I'm gonna spank you.
What? Barely.
Oh, it's coming. It's the vintage comment.
Yeah. It's a limited release. They only brew it a couple months out of the year. It's a bourbon barrel aged quad. It's got a really interesting side taste. It's got like a brown sugar and molasses flavor that goes with it. I don't know. It's wild. But it's even got like a cigar tobacco-y hint to it. I don't know. It's crazy. It's one of my favorites. It's hardcore. It's like 12% by volume.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm also looking at I have another one of their limited releases, a Bravo, which is an Imperial Brown Ale, which you don't.
Oh
really
no!
get
Wait, you're lying to us right now, aren't you?
No, I'm
right
sucking it up, and I'm gonna drink about a gallon of water after the stream. I couldn't bitch out.
Right?
Yeah, I'm on a low carb diet, drinking the fattest beer I own. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. But and then I got an Imperial Brown Bravo, which if I get through Sticky Monkey, which is a slow sipper, I'll move to that. Yeah.
I shouldn't be slow sipping anything.
Yeah.
Wow, that shit.
Yeah, aren't we shotgunning all these local beers? That's what I've been doing.
God, shotgun $15 in one go. God damn you.
Yeah, right. Like had this armful of beer. I'm like, like $40, please. I'm like, son of a bitch. Anyway, I love
I don't drink beer.
interludes of uninteresting stories. Good old Maurice, go right ahead. What are you drinking from South Kakalaki?
Hello, I'm good old Maurice. Tonight I will be indulging in Dino S'mores. It's a Russian Imperial Stout brewed with natural flavors. So it's a marshmallow stout is what it is. Which I never had before. Let me read exactly what it says in the box. Imperial Marshmallow Stout. It's brewed in Chicago, Illinois, which is nowhere even remotely close to where I live. It's dark, and it kind of tastes like motor oil. It's quite tasty, like marshmallow motor oil is what it tastes like. 10W30. It's 10.5% alcohol by volume. Gravity 23p. IBUs 40. Secret ingredients, which they list on the bottle, which is fucking stupid. They're not secret at all. They list them right on the bottle. It says marshmallow, vanilla bean, molasses, graham flour, and cocoa nibs.
Like Twizzlers?
Special ingredients, not secret now, right?
Well, it says right here in the
Just told
bottle.
the world, good
Quite
Maurice.
silly.
Ruin their fucking business. Well done.
Yeah, it's all right.
And Uncle D, what is your intoxication of choice tonight?
Oh, good word. I like it. I don't drink beer because of deeper reasons we don't need to talk about.
All
I
right.
don't get along with my bloodstream.
Is it
I
the
am
carbs?
smoking on some AK-47. 27.8% THC. Packed a heavy punch to the both lungs, if I must say.
Any comments on the bouquet?
Guaranteed 10-second cough.
Smells
Awesome.
good, it
What's
really
that?
does. But it smells so good, though, really.
Yeah.
My wife thinks otherwise. It stinks. To a
Awesome.
smoker, that stink is like, it's a good smell, obviously.
Speaking of stank, let's transition to the game name of the week. Folks, if you're not part of the League of ExtraOrdinary Nerfherders Discord server, you should be. There are many more game names of the week suggested by our crew there, as well as memes and beautiful Star Wars art and some naughty Star Wars art that's a little bit scary when you get an alert to open it. Anyway, this week is Made in China, which occurred to me. This is CK3030's name. Thank you very much. What's Meditech's guild? CK and Meditech's guild that we fought not too long ago? Hera's Cell. They're from Hera's Cell. And yeah, it's a pretty awesome name. Made in China. You were all made in China. Get it? It took me a bit. Let's we're looking for it's in the content, the weekly content. Scroll up. Up. Now, Teals, do you have our news segment ready? You on mute, brother? While we figure out what's happening there, let's go around and... Hi. Do you have our news segment? The mildly segment? Did you want to do that? Or the weather?
I got the weather.
All right. On to the weather. Our Discord link is posted below, and so is the Discord link for Uncle Dad's guild, you can go there. They're looking for a couple folks right now. You can ask them questions about Ewoks. Lots of knowledgeable folks on there. Very lovely, sane group of folks. I've played with them. Actually, you guys were my second guild. Uncle Dad was my second guild. Let me be an officer for the first time. Started me out in leadership. And yeah. So, no good.
If you could just place a link to the outline directly into my inbox, that would be fantastic.
Entertain people. I can't fucking dance and rub my belly at the same time. There we go. Now the weather.
We could sell. Going on here. As you can see. It's moving right in.
It's totally moving in. Looks like there's a little bit of a warm spot there, though. Or maybe some hot pressure.
That one's a little filled up under pressure, you could say.
Yeah, well, it's one of the two. Either it just had a release of pressure, or maybe that's where the pressure is building. It's hard to say.
Why'd you gotta get so close to smell it?
You've obviously never smelled a penis before. It's beautiful.
I mean, I try to smell mine almost daily, and this hadn't quite happened yet.
All right. So, what should we do? Should we jump right in? I kind of want to know real quick, what's our biggest farming regret in the game? Good old Maurice, what's your biggest farming regret in the game? This is a little section that I'm trying out called Get to Know the Nerfherders.
My biggest farming regret in the game.
I mean, you've got a lot. So I don't know, maybe you want to go last? Think about it?
I don't really have any. I guess Zeta on Cody, all of the clones, I now instantly regret because they can go ahead and just suck on my balls. They're terrible. They're not good at anything anymore. So don't farm the clones if you're considering it. There's way better options. I've
been playing Teals' junior account in a guild, and he has clones, and they're so fun. I've never played them before. Like Cody's AoE is just so, it's like picking off a scab. It's like, feels so good.
I will say I got my value out of that Zeta, though. You know, that P4 clone team, I mean, got me top 5 placements, dozens and dozens and dozens of times. So, I mean, I guess I did get a little value out of it.
Clutch 8 to 10K back before they reworked Leia.
Oh, man, it just sucks that Cody's just permanently just near the top of my roster. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to look at him. It's just like, like, get out of here, man.
Hey, take his mods off and
any of the upper tier Phoenix and TW gets my clones.
Yeah. Yes. 18 furnaces down the drain to beat some Phoenix. It's just like fantastic.
What about you, Teals? What's your biggest farm? Sorry, you're not done?
No, yeah, that's plenty.
What's your biggest farming regret in the game, Teals?
Come back to me.
All right. It could be someone who you have or you haven't farmed. Bob, you got one?
Man, could I just say Jawas?
Did you? How far did you take them?
All of them. I missed a gear 10. Or Mace Windu. I mean, this ship's cool now, but
is it? Are you sure?
Probably not as good as Chimera, but man.
Oh yeah, his ship. Yeah. Amen. Of course. Yeah, I would love to have this ship next.
Tuscan Shaman.
Yeah, the jaw was up, man.
Oh, Tuscan Shaman.
Oh shit, yeah, Tuscan Shaman. I got.
Oh man, I'm with you.
Completely. 11.
I feel like I'm honestly emotional right now. Fuck.
Talking all that shit. Oh, good old Maurice, you've got tons of bad decisions. I don't have that motherfucker now, do I? No, sir.
Yeah, and the other one, I think only because I didn't take him all the way, is Spy. I really wanted Spy to work. I was like, this ferocious beast trying to figure it out. Like when I was, I don't know, like probably a month after level 85, a couple months after level 85 or something. And the only video that I could find on the whole internets was good old Maurice's way before we met. And I was like, yes, it works. And then I brought him up to like 9 and then gave up on him. So I kind of feel like I want you to bring him to 12, good old Maurice, and tell me if he works.
Who, Spy?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to. I mean, don't do it.
No.
He could still work. It's just in a tough situation.
If you already have him at gear 11, possibly. If you're taking him up, if you got him like gear 7, don't even think about it.
I got him like 10 and a half.
I don't know. No. There's so many other characters you should be working on.
It's just so cool.
If his ship was not the worst
only
one in the
in
game.
the galaxy.
What's that, Uncle Dad?
I said you'd be the only one in the galaxy.
It's possible.
11 spy, I think.
What about you, Uncle D? Do you have any farming regrets?
Oh my God, there's so many. There is. Gamorrean Guard, I mean, first of all, as one character, but right now I'm really disappointed in like what's happening with the Sith, unless something changes soon.
I think
I
that's
gotta
what
say
we're
Ewoks.
getting for February.
No.
Ewoks.
They've recently made
And
me
this
proud.
segment is a natural segue into the Ewoks.
Totally kidding.
Right.
So a little bit of backstory. Uncle, Dad, and I were in, like, it was like my second guild. They let me in way before they should have. I was like level 45, and these guys were, level, I think 80. I think the cap was raised after that. And we're doing,
the tank raid, I'm pretty sure.
Before we were doing the tank raid, absolutely. But we're doing heroic Rancor, and I just remember being so amazed that these players would get like 1 million points and like clear phase 1, and so many times Uncle Dad, who had been farming Ewoks, we'd be fucking waiting for him for like an hour, being like, you have 10 minutes, you have 5 minutes, you have 2 minutes, before like escape, because the Ewoks are so fucking slow, but they would get further than anybody in the guild. And I remember your dedication and your dedication to fucking farming those guys.
The turn meter reduction, it was like the Rancor, it was just made sense. We almost threw somebody out the guild. I don't think you know about that, though. We thought my brother, he contacted support because this guy, all of a sudden, he's just getting like, he's going through the whole Rancor, and at the time that just wasn't happening. We kind of called him out. Turns out, he was just on it way before us. He wasn't cheating or anything, but we didn't want any cheaters in our guild. That's my brother's outlook. So we almost called him out of it, and we ended up parting ways. But it was funny because we seen them scores. And
was he using Ewoks? What was he using?
Yeah, it was before I even understood how the game fully worked. To be honest, the whole turn meter thing, it just didn't set in quite as quickly. Maybe. Because of the side effects of the medicine, I don't know. But nevertheless, it was just, he was using Tebow, and he had the Tusken Raider at the time, which was like a basic attack, turn meter reduction, Ewok Scout, and he had him geared out enough to where, the tenacity or it didn't kick in, he was just blowing through it. And we truly thought the man was cheating, and we ended up feeling real crunchy about it. Just it gave me, first incentive to farm the Ewok, because Tebow and the Scout both with the turn meter reduction,
So it was your first team. Do you remember? Was that kind of your first exposure to Tebow? Because I learned about Tebow from you guys. Like I built my first. It was like Tebow, Qui-Gon Jinn, like a whole bunch of tunes that I kind of slapped together, and I could get in like halfway into P2. It was so cool. Right. But that was my first. So do you remember when you first heard about Tebow? Was it from that dude?
Yeah, it was pretty much him. We just talked to him, and he's like, "No, I just do this," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" It made all the sense in the world. Like I said, I felt crunchy instantly, like, because we were just trying to have a legit guild. That's all it was. We didn't want anybody cheating. We're trying to figure out how to, beat this raid, and it was just, he just come in and was just like, what the hell's going on? He's cheating, call the cops type shit, contact EA, we're messaging support and everything. It was pretty funny.
It was just
cheaters out of our
Ewoks.
guild. A thing where you could report cheaters, obviously, then too. So
You're ratting out people in your own guild. Nice. Nice.
With the light side. I got dark side account, but I'm the light side person.
So that's where you learned about Tebow. I just kind of like have a list of questions. And this felt really funny to me before. I don't know if it's gonna be funny now, but of all the Ewoks, which appears most commonly to you in your waking nightmares?
It's the farm, Wicket. The Wicket. It's Wicket.
The Wicket farm. So you just got Wicket to 7 stars today. Hey, tell us about that. Tell us what you've been doing to get him to 7 stars.
You can only get him in the Chromium packs, and then he doesn't come anywhere else except for the escalation event, obviously. But you only get 10 shards, and then 800 crystals for 10 more. So obviously I didn't do that, but a couple times at the end as I got, started approaching. But I got most of his shards out of the Chromium packs, to be honest.
You do know he is now available in the crystal shipments as of today.
He's now free. He's now free to play.
These boys have been waiting all day to we're like, oh yeah.
No, I mean I'm in the same boat. I got a 7-star Talisman zombie, and they're like, oh here, everybody,
I know, me too.
Oh yeah, that's what this game has done since day one, though. Understand? I mean, like I said, from the clones, the first I remember was Leia. You couldn't get Leia in the PvP shop at the beginning of this game. She was not available like that, and she was a PvP god at the time. If you had Leia, it was just you win. Just how it was. So then she became, so since day one, they've been doing that. I mean, it's a money thing. We all know that. No, not that I'm ashamed of it, but I mean, I'm sure I've dropped $500 on this game over the last 2 years, minimum, not more.
Yeah.
And it's always, they're free to play next week, type shit. No, I didn't know though. Damn, that was kind of a low blow. I did not know they were in the crystal shop as of what
it just came out today, and just
reset was an hour.
That's why they gave them to me. They're like,
but how long? I mean, it's going to take everybody. What do I have? I think I have a 3-star Wicket. It's going to take forever to get them still. So I mean, I don't know. If you, I'm advocating for pay to play. No, I'm not going to fucking do that. But I like my mother tells and Golden. Let me tell you,
I'm just
fucking fun.
I'm salty because I was duped into spending money on characters such as Talisman Zombie. I don't buy chromiums and I don't buy erodiums if anybody's played that long. I don't buy marquee event packs, but I bought these characters because they were advertised as exclusive event only, unobtainable anywhere else in the game. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you know what? Just go ahead and go fuck yourself. We're gonna give them to everybody now. I understand it's good for the game. Had I not purchase these characters, I'd be like, great, but they need to be.
I love when you back
it's on me.
It's awesome because you're fucking mad, and then you're like, but
it's on me. It's totally my fault. Anytime you spend money in this game,
you've had a good run of her, right? You bought her early on. I just bought her 2-3 weeks ago, right? So I'm that's just fucking impatience at its worst. You did it the first time at the very least,
right? And
have had a long run with her to first place easily in arena.
I want to bitch hardcore about it, but I can't because, anybody that has if you ever spend money in this game, you need to know that your money comes with an extreme buyer beware tag. Anything can change at any time,
Oh yeah, everything that they sell always comes. That's how they keep it, bringing in new players, and it's a marketing thing. I mean, it's a video game. They're in business to make money. So I mean, but you're right.
I guess I'm embarrassed kind of because I knew better. I've played for over 2 years now, and I should know better than.
But you're so excited about them. I don't know.
Or you can look at it as it's a hobby. To me, it's a hobby. I mean, I spend time with my family. I work, and my hobby is playing.
This is how women. This is how women rationalize being pay to play. This is me and my big guns lady in my guild. If we go to Michael's, we will drop $200 in a fucking second on crafts. Like it's just gone. Boom.
Right.
Like, and so like that buys you Mother Towson for a couple months. Fuck, it's awesome. Like, no problem. See, no, I'm not gonna rationalize pay to play. It's bad. These guys are fucking. It's legalized gambling. Okay,
This game
let's start
cuts
talking
into your
about more.
craft funds. Gotcha.
Sorry,
No,
I think I
just-
took that. I did that. I derailed the conversation. I apologize.
No, it's an important conversation to have because it's, you know, this game is about patience. I would love to lead a revolution and make it all pay to play, but then I just close it down anyway. So it is Wicket that gives you the waking nightmares. Wonderful. And so Tebow, or let's run some of these fucking badass videos, man. Like I can't believe when you sent me these, I was like, fuck, because we had a Phoenix guy on when like a couple months ago, and I was so excited because he sent us videos taking CLS down, taking the Nightsisters down.
Start with some of the arenas or the tank.
Yeah, start with the arenas, and I was shocked. And then you gave me these videos of Ewoks, and I actually haven't watched them because I was so excited to watch them with everyone. But I'm assuming you win. If you don't, then I'm just gonna sound like an idiot.
Shocked by the video she hasn't watched yet.
So let's see.
Like, I don't know. I haven't watched it either. I just uploaded them.
So I don't know. We've never done this
I
before,
also
Uncle Dad, but
autoplay
why don't you walk us? Why don't you walk us through the battle? You do that? Like, because there's shit that happens with low grain. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
I mean, I can't see it though. Hold on, I gotta get to it.
Oh, you gotta use Skype.
Yeah.
We'll watch this. I'll give you the link to the YouTube channel, and maybe I'll go to the YouTube channel too, because I haven't been there to say hello.
Like, I'm sharing my screen.
All right, this one looks like you're taking on like a Rex lead. Yeah, Rex lead, CLS and Han and Thrawn, Chirpa lead. You always use Chirpa lead?
In PvP now, yeah.
So what does Chirpa lead do?
Tebow lead is too random for me. You know, there's already enough RNG to deal with, let alone, you know, the fact that, you know, the turn meter gain and them going stealth is all maybe. And then the benefit you get from the extra basic attacks from them. I mean, it's what it is. You know, they just they prick you, prick. There's no, you know.
Pardon me.
You get it.
The
so,
Ewoks
you know, basic attacks it works out way better.
So I just sent you the link. Just make sure you're muted, Uncle D.
So I'm watching this video, and I don't see you running Ewok Scout. So I think my chances of running an Ewok team are out because I don't have Wicket.
You have low gray though.
Yeah, I do have low gray. I don't have Wicket though.
You have low gray maxed. What? And you're
No. He's like gear 9, maybe gear 10.
Oh, I thought he was 12 for some reason.
No.
It's gonna let Uncle D get on the.
What am I muting?
Yeah, just mute YouTube, or you'll hear us and YouTube at the same time, and there's a delay, so you really need to see Skype, basically. How about this, Teals? Turn your screen sharing off and turn it back on again, and then it'll give them an alert.
No, I'm watching it. I can see it now.
Oh, cool.
My bad.
So you won. There we go.
Yeah, there's like a delay. Is it already over on yours?
It's over on ours, yeah, on Skype. Wicked is so.
Do you use the same team like over and over again, or do you use like sub in different Ewoks for different situations, or the same?
Right. I mean, PvP. You know, it's because it's the Zeta thing for PvP. You know, the only one that's really, in my opinion, like that you can take in and out now would be the Elder. You know, as crazy as it may seem, but for PvP purposes, it's the damage output that they lack. You know, you can only keep going so many times where eventually the RNG, when you're stacked against a team that hits triple of what you do every time, you know, so that's a big deal. But, you know, again, for circumstantial reasons, like, you know, territory wars, the Elder, he's going to be a must-have, you know, for defensive purposes. because I mean that's what it is with territory wars, in my opinion. Is you know, you want a team that's going to stay and then potentially revive and be there full again for the next guy to lose to. And with them, it's just, to me, it blows my mind how much sustain they actually have now. The 3 Zetas with the new Ewoks are, hold on a second, my bad. ABB kicked them.
Do you have them like tricked out like all the Zetas? Like Chirpa, you got one on.
Yep, all of them have the Zeta. There's 4 Zetas total. You know, Chirpa's leadership, and then obviously Wicket's, which gives him protection with every time he crits. Coupled with it's his passive. You know, it gives him turn meter and protection when he crits. And Wicket's kit to me is just, again, Wicket's baby Jesus. he's the Ewok Jesus. My bad. And that's what it really is, because his Zeta gives him the protection and the turn every time he crits. You know, and although there's ways to get away from, you know, crits, you know, the crit hit immunity and all that good stuff. With Popolo, his basic attack removes, you know, all debuffs. And with Chirpa in the lead, any one of them can go just from them doing a special ability. I'm sure you guys are aware of how that works, and it's, to me, their basic attacks are more viable in PvP than the scouts. The scout is just, he gains turn meter, gets to go again. The Ewok Elder, his basic attack with no Zeta is, you know, it's a turn meter. He's a turn meter battery, you know, is what he's picking.
Yeah, it's a really turn meter based team, because I've been fighting them in Teal's arena, and it's like you're just standing still, and these motherfucking teddy bears are just beating the shit out of bays. Like what? How? Like. Yeah.
If you notice at the end of the battle, you know, some of them, it's like even me still, I watch, I'm like, oh damn, I'm about to lose this. And then it just, what the fuck? You know, they don't lose. They gain, you know, all the protection gain that's going on with Wicket and Popolo gains protection every time he gains a status effect. That's his Zeta. So he is just like, you know, and I got some raid footage too, but I was having a hard time sending it over. Maybe we can look at.
Yeah, we do. We have it.
Oh, you do have it?
I'm pretty sure that's yours. Is it P4?
Like they're always full of protection, and they're always going. It's just they need more damage. So the scout, it's hard not to use the scout though, honestly, because it makes so much more damage with him and Wicket just together, because Wicket gives him crit damage up. You know, all the status effects are there pretty much.
So we're seeing them right now against Ray. Hey?
Hey. Hey. What I can't beat with them right now is, you know, Xeris, you know, General Kenobi and Xeris, because the healing immunity thing. There's not enough time. If there was a 10-minute PvP match, yeah, I'd eventually win, because they don't die. The Ewoks, they don't die. And usually when one of them dies, the elders left to revive them, kind of thing.
You just got to throw in somebody, Han or somebody, but it'd probably just look like they're standing still, like you're throwing in Han with resistance or something, because he's not getting any of the turn meter benefits. Like all of the abilities are shared just with the Ewoks, right?
Exactly, right. All of the Zeta, it's all Ewok only. Tebow's awesome too. I mean, he really is. There was one time where he was a meta. You know, if you had Tebow leadership in PvP, I mean, what a nightmare to deal with. But with all the
when was this?
So many
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Removals, you know, it's crazy. You know, Jedi training Ray would be a pretty damn good fit. I feel like if I was going to remove one of them and keep 4, I've been pondering on it for 6 months. You know, fight my way down to under 20 with this team. With the scout, I can fight my way down to, you know, the top 5. But without the scout in, I'm stuck at, you know, 20. Below 20, because it's the Xeris. I can't get through Xeris with this team we're watching right here.
Now, what about would Fulcrum fit with this team? Maybe take out Elder and put in Fulcrum with all those buffs and shit you're spreading around?
Yeah, no, I mean, truly, that's a really, really good point. Honest to God, man, it really is, because her whole kits depends on, but a lot of them things like Low Gray only puts the status effects on Ewoks, and then Chirpa puts 1 status effect on all allies and 1 status effect just on Ewoks. And I'm pretty sure Wicket too. I'm not 100% on that. I have to look.
But she takes them from them anyway, right? She'll take them from everybody.
Yeah, she should be able to steal them.
Right. right. She consumes them. My bad. Nice.
Yeah, she'll steal them from well, not steal them, but she'll
Yeah, and her basic
replicate
attack
them
is-
from whoever's in her team.
Say if you don't have her leveled up, I'll give you my ally code after, and I'll throw her in light side or something. You could just screw around with her.
Man, that's awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, because she's packs a huge hit. The more buffs too, right? I think that's how it works. The more buffs she gets or consumes, the more the damage is.
Yeah.
The more buffs she has, and is it both deals? Is it her? It's only her buffs that give her the bonus.
Yeah, everything she takes and then consumes.
Oh yeah, the one move, the real like the heavy hit that she has in her kit. Consume. Right. Okay. Nice. Yeah, and then her basic gives protection too, and Chirpa's leadership. Man, that's nice. I like that. Who is that? Who said that?
Good old Maurice.
Good old Maurice. You don't use Ewoks?
I use them if no. The answer
Yeah, you do.
no.
Tell them about your low gray stuff.
Smart.
Oh,
Hey, smart.
Yeah, I use low gray in territory battles. I do use him in that for the AoE days. Like if you got like a bunch of the snow troopers, I'll use him.
Yes, sir. I know I love my guild, but recently I've been a couple members are farming them just so I don't have to keep donating them because with my Ewoks and Bunny Wing and who else?
It's like, so how do your Ewoks do in P6 of territory battles? I have no fucking idea because they're always
I got a chance to use them. It's an autoplay team. I hit play and I go put it in my pocket. It doesn't. They don't lose. That team that you're watching right now, they just honestly, it's
okay. So
the AI isn't smart enough. They lose against players, but the AI isn't smart enough to beat them.
When I saw CLS come in, I was like, cool. I saw Ray come in, I was like, oh wow, the fucking Nightsisters, man. These little teddy bears are taking out the Nightsisters. Like, there's not a lot of teams that can do that consistently. And really, they're standing still. Do they have an AoE? Is there an AoE? Oh yeah, Wicket. Wicket's got his AoE.
The days for the turn meter gain loss.
And the days, absolutely
amazing. It literally shuts them down.
I have a question.
It shuts the Ewoks down too, in the same sense. But they got two characters now with Papo that remove debuff, so it's. But now you don't see what's her name, the Night Sister that removes their debuffs. I don't think any other Night Sister removes debuffs, do they?
Ventress? Or removes? Talia.
Oh yeah, right.
The cleanser?
Yeah, right. That's the only cleanse within the Night Sisters kits, I believe.
Well, Alkalite can do it on our special on a random Night Sister.
We're nerds! Sometimes I just realize that. I'm gonna go get more beer.
There's way worse people than nerds in the world.
I
mean, it's
meth is one hell of a drug.
Okay, would you rather go on a date with a nerd or a meth head?
I mean, that's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Meth head it is. No, I'm just kidding.
She can't say no.
Oh man. So is there any way you can field a high caliber Ewok team without Wicket? Is Wicket mandatory, I guess, is my question.
But not by any means. I mean, like I said, he's the cherry on top, and he's I think I could potentially. I'm trying to solo the tank, man. I wish they had a debuff. They just need some debuffs. That's the only thing they lack. But no, you can make a valuable team, especially for it's a perfect farm for even the guild officers. They we are encouraging our members to farm them for just territory wars purposes because they're free to farm, free to play characters, easy to farm. And they're really underestimated when it comes to fighting the AI. The AI is what it is to me. This game is so sweet. They got awesome characters. But put them in as an AI, and they're just Darth Vader chucks his fucking saber still before he puts the AOE on him in PvP. Like, what the hell is that all about? The Ewoks, they might be fuzzy and little, and you would think they'd be the dumbest characters in the game, but the AI, in my opinion, is one of the best AI characters in the game, and always have been.
Is somebody playing a game of horseshoes in the background?
Yes.
Is that UT money?
I just opened a beer. I'm now drinking.
Did you get a ringer?
Sapsucker Maple Porter by the Fernie Brewing Company, which is a little town that I would really like to.
Totally Canadian right there, Maple Porter.
Really,
fucking,
and I didn't even pick it with that in mind. I was just like, oh, maple, eh? That sounds good.
Okay, I want to. Can I have a second to vent about something? Off Color Brewing, you can suck my dick. Okay, I went to the gas station or the store, and I bought this 4-pack of this beer. It looked delicious, had lots of alcohol in it, right up my alley. So I take it up to the register, and there's a line, and she's like, "That'll be $18.99 for a 4-pack of beer." And I was like, "What the fuck?" But I didn't want to look like a cheap ass and hold up the line and like, So I just grunted and bought it. And I got it home and I'm drinking it, and this shit tastes straight like Pennzoil. It is awful. It's terrible. I don't know if I can. Ugh. I'm really disappointed. That's all.
So you chose not to look like a cheapskate in front of 5 people, and then chose to
7.
tell hundreds of people that you are actually a cheapskate and a coward.
Yeah, but I don't have to look you guys in the eye when I walk. When I just
I'm sorry. Am I being really mean tonight? I feel like I'm being a mean girl. But
No. You know what would have been even worse? If I purchased a 4-pack of beer for $18.99 on my EBT card.
I don't know what that is.
Shit. Yeah.
Food stamps.
Yeah.
Food stamps, I am.
Yeah, Grim said $18.99. Fuck that. Yeah, fuck that. Especially, I mean, if it tasted like, I don't know, like sweet marmalade or something, then it'd be worth it. But this is not good.
That might have been the most
vagina
stereotypical Southern thing you could ever say.
I was just about to call you
sweet marmalade?
Like marmalade or something. That'd be awesome.
Oh, it tastes like a French glass tea. Freshly steeped sweet tea from Bojangles.
Oh, baby, it tastes just like marmalade. Oh. I'm fucking so stoked about the Ewoks. Are we showing? We need to show the evil pictures of the Ewoks.
He's been doing that.
Oh,
we saw all that creepy shit. Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching. I'm having nightmares for at least 3.5 weeks.
I went through that 7 or 8 rounds.
I showed my son before he went to bed. I have a little recording of him. Looking at the Ewoks, and I was like, "So, do you know what these are?" And he hasn't seen those. He hasn't seen that particular movie. He's only seen New Hope, and Empire. And has he seen Empire? Maybe just A New Hope. He's a scaredy cat. And I let him look at them. I said, "Do you know what these are?" He's like, Ewoks. I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." And are they good or are they evil? And he's like, "Good." I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "No, are they really, really evil?" Like, what do you think? It's like, it's their eyes. It's like their eyes are really. I can't remember what I said, but it was right before his bedtime, and I thought it was inappropriate that I was asking him and scaring, trying just to get a quote for the stream. But anyway.
I want to point out to that I don't actually have EBT. Sir Loki's getting really worked up in the chat here. I wouldn't, if I didn't have EBT, I promise I would use it on necessities. I wouldn't use it on beer.
Or mother.
He's getting awfully worked up about the EBT. I apologize.
Oh my.
I just want to clarify. Don't come after me, Loki. I promise, man. That's a joke. Bad joke.
Surprise, we're being insensitive on the nerf herders. Oh.
I have a job, Loki. I do work for a living.
It's the 21st century. Fair enough. Evil. They ate all the dead of the stormtroop. Yes, they did.
Can you even get beer with an EBT card?
I don't know. I'm not on. I hope not.
You cannot buy alcohol with EBT.
In the hood, you can.
I just got my EBT card. Let me get 2 cartons of cigarettes and 6 cases of that, please.
I bet you there's some place that like charge you double or something. Had some dude. They shut the liquor store down.
Sort of trade thing.
Ooh, look at that Vader picture. That's freaking cool. I looked at Ewok pictures for a long time today. I didn't see that one. That's beautiful.
I told you I've been digging around for Ewok pictures.
I know. I believe you.
Dilly. That's kind of like a pro animal cruelty picture, though.
Well, they're pretend. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yes, I know.
Okay.
Ghost just said I had a Polish cock. I don't even know what that means.
No, you polished the cock.
Oh. All right.
No.
I have to go mute for a while.
This $18.99 beer might be magical. I'm getting.
No, he's getting you
hammered.
confused with Lucas, if that's the case. I do want to give a shout out to Lucas. They let me hang out for a week, watch him, or helped him with Darkside TV, and did a territory war with him. Got some strategies to take back to the guild and see how they do it with their undefeated stature. Many thanks. They kick ass.
All right, true or false? You own an Ewok costume.
That's definitely false.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. A T-shirt at one time. I can't find.
Yeah.
They were nowhere near as scary as those pictures, though. Ewoks, I remember when I was a kid, were not anything quite like that.
So, okay, yeah, and Alex Mathma here just actually said the same thing. It says Tebow lead is good against CLS. Have you tried Tebow lead against CLS? You had any success? You still prefer the Chirpa?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking the Zeta leadership. To me, it's autoplay. Tebow is the dumbest Ewok AI, in my opinion. You know, he stealths out, which gives him all turn meters, a big bonus. You know, and then he'll leap. You know, he just does shit ass backwards. You know, targets the wrong person with his leap. With the Chirpa leadership, it's kind of just foolproof. You know, that it's just like I said though, not having a no heal buff or debuff rather is detrimental to that PvP team that I've been running.
I keep looking at them, you know, like just long term. I keep looking at the Ewoks and I was like, well, do I want them?
For a long time.
Do I not want them? Do I want them? Do I not want them? I just can't ever pull the trigger. I'll have low gray. Low gray probably. I have a Chirpa at gear 11 for some god awful team comp idea I had that just was terrible. It was not good at all. So I have him at gear 11. The rest are all like gear 10ish, gear 9, gear 10. Like every time I want to do them, I just look at Tebow and he needs like 200 carbonities to get to the next level. I'm just like, bleh. just move on to the next project.
Right. No, I mean, there's way more, you know, way better calls for using the gear on other characters at this point. You know, to me, it's like I play what I like. I've always liked the Ewoks. Like I said, what made me watch Star Wars when I was younger was them, and the whole Rancor beginning with Tebow. It was like one of them characters where, like, for the longest time, you're looking at it like, man, like you said, somebody said about who was it? The Tuscan Shaman at the top of your inventory, and you're like, damn, why you can't get him down far enough? You know, it was like that with Tebow with me because he was the first like truly vested vested character I had in the game due to the Rancor. First character to gear level 10, first character to gear level 11. So, and then the Ewok Elder with the revive to me has always been. So, I'm not saying that it's, a must-have, but in a turn meter, a game based on turn meter, and this is my brother actually said this when we first started playing this game. The way their turn meter works, they're always capping off their own turn meter. Never mind the fact that days can stop that and shock can stop that, because there's other things to remove that kind of debuff, obviously. But I mean, to me, it was just a sure shot win, and I'll never ever be regrettable about my Ewok investment. No matter what anybody says, how much I get teased, how long they take to kill the Rancor.
And that's why you are our fanboy of the week.
That's right, exactly. We don't want whales. We don't want you if you got all your tunes. We want irresponsible investment in weird shit. And that's who we got.
Nothing like making the guest feel welcome by telling him irresponsible investment.
No, I don't need to be told anything about
I'm totally teasing. And what I want to ask you, Uncle D, is so right now, what's happening in Territory Wars is that basically we're coming up against a wall of 50 Commander Lukes. And I'm looking at these little guys and I'm going, okay, well, I've got Tebow at 11, Elder at 10. That's a fucking start. Like, what's the minimum, do you think, to build like a solid meta team? And then we should talk about Zetas and like Zeta order. Maybe we should just do that. Forget that question. Let's like talk about what are the most important Zetas, like what are the tunes to have, what are the ones to leave out. Let's get the nitty gritty, and I'll take a time step. Did you get that? Yeah. Was that sensical?
To me, it'd be Sherpa's leadership. Because without any of the other Zetas, they're still a hard team to fight. But you're talking using them for offensive purposes on Territory Wars, correct?
I think right now, like when we have some Ewok leads that are maxed or close to it, and we put them in, and it's kind of like, oh, people will underestimate them. But as I'm seeing them against CLS teams, I think it would be, I'm looking at them going, can they take a CLS team down? Like, is this our little answer to going up against CLS and Territory Wars?
Yeah, and obviously there's 7 of them in total. So, the whole Tebow, you need all the Ewoks, because to me they're better on defense. They can, if you can take on 8 people's teams, 7 people's teams, isn't that better than having one team to take out another team, right? I would use them. I'm looking at it as a defensive thing. Ewoks, to me, if you want to get them up, you don't need to Zeta Chirpa's leadership for Territory Wars purposes. Not in my opinion. But low grays, wickets, the protection, regain, and the constant heals. And Pablo, he's just, I don't know, like in order. It depends on what you're going to use him for, I guess. You really don't need a Zeta to take on a CLS lead, in my opinion. You could probably do it with the right couple extra characters. You need, obviously, some kind of killer, because none of the Ewoks can take anybody out very quickly.
Like that, because that's where we're stuck right now. It's like we've got great teams for defense, but it's just getting through. Every CLS team that falls, every Ray team that falls, it, like, you can turn that around and say it's worth 8 teams. Like if I'm going up against CLS and I'm wasting 8 teams to try and like pick apart a CLS team when I could do that with 1, then I have those 8 teams still in my pocket to take down the back, hopefully shittier territories.
It is. I used them for offense 2 days ago, and took out 101,000 point CLS, General Kenobi, Han, R2. I forget who else it was, but yeah, I'm kind of on the ropes with that, though.
Are there tunes that you have to avoid, like other than Xerath?
Not really. Xerath is the one that I have a hard time with just Ewoks. I always got to throw something else at it. Even in territory.
Did you beat Zeta Maul with the Ewoks?
Easily. Autoplay.
Easily. I like the sound of that. It'd be a good team to kind of have in store.
Autoplay everything except Xerath.
I mean, Zeta Maul, they just got to get past that first hump, then Elder hits Cleanse. Maul doesn't get that AoE back for a while. Then they start going.
Right. And then the days thing from Logray is just like it's AoE days is in my opinion one of the best abilities in the game right now.
I've been thinking about bringing Maul up because of that AoE days. I think it'd be really useful in territory wars when you're just trying to, even at like gear 9 or 10, my Maul's pretty low, but he's just so freaking slow. How fast are these Ewoks? Are they totally dependent on their turn meter gains, or what's their speeds like?
Slow as piss.
Are they?
Yeah, they're slow.
I mean, Wicked was sitting at 262, but I had 104 speed in him. I just changed it though. I put it to crit damage and lost it.
No, 104 speed on it, and he gets 266. That's good. That's a lot of speed, but
he's fast and but yeah, you're right. T-Bow's, but tanks are slow. T-Bow's a tank. He's slow. The Elder's not that bad. I think he's like 150-ish. I'd have to look. But yeah, I mean, they do really depend on the turn meter gain though. It's part of the program with them. Like I said, that's why I thought they were always invaluable, no matter what aspect of this game. That's why I'm trying to figure out with the tank. Like T-Bow's leadership works. Throw T-Bow in the mix for P1 and P3, but P2 T-Bow's garbage. Because it changes. So that's why they do that in the tank, in my opinion. You can't have a turn meter gaining team that's like super turn meter gaining that also removes a bunch of turn meter. You see what I'm saying? And to me, they're the only faction that allows that. They gain turn meter and they remove a ton of turn meter now, especially with low grade. But again, it's tough. It's a tough call, depending on the situation. Obviously, there's 7 of them. The Scouts basic removes turn meter too. So if you notice in the I don't know if I sent the P3 or P2 video in there, but I put the Scout in there for P1 and P3.
We got a tank. That's P3. Yep, there's a tank 3 in there. They just seem super versatile.
Yeah, they really are.
Permission to read a random comment from the chat?
Permission granted.
Ewok lips look so tasty, like classic exotic food, like frog legs, escargot, or Ewok lips. With red wine, I think, to pair. Thank you, Jesse Kinder, for your random thought of the night. Thank you very much. It's perfect for the stream.
Who was that?
Jesse Kiner.
Oh my God.
Just Jesse. Randomly, no lead in, no transition from another topic. Just wanted to drop that knowledge on us, so I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I assume you're talking about the face lips, right? Like the lips on the face, not.
Right. I actually have that question, Jesse. Like one mind. Uncle D, we could actually go around with this. If you absolutely had to make out with an Ewok, which one would you choose? And like this would be 100% consensual. Like this would be like, I know this Ewok wants me. Like it's not like a creepy thing or anything.
Did you just try to keep a make-believe conversation about making out with an Ewok politically correct?
That's exactly what she was trying to do.
Okay, just okay. Okay, carry on.
What about it?
Okay.
What about it?
Okay, all of them, I guess. There's 7 of them. I choose all.
Oh my God! All
Would
right.
you eat their lips afterwards with red wine?
Oh fuck!
So gross.
Ghost says butt lips. Thank you for your contribution to the chat.
It's kind of like butt puss, right? It's kind of like a butt puss. Bob, can you weigh in here? Bob, you have to be here, baby. I cannot drink my whole fucking beer. It's huge. It's gotta be. It's 650 milliliters of beer. Bob.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I'm here.
Bob.
What'd you say? I'm kind of busy right now. What was the question?
I can't remember. What are you doing, Bob? Where's Mrs. Bob?
What was
This is for my personal reference.
Bob, the question was, out of all the Ewoks in the game, which one would you want to make out with the most? And it would be completely consensual.
No, it was, do Ewok's lips look like butt puss?
Oh, yes. That was the better question.
Yeah, they can definitely make their lips look like buffaloes. I've seen it.
Fucking sick with it.
Nice and plump.
Yep.
And this is why we're TVMA, folks, right here, now.
Why settle for a butt puss that isn't plump? You know what I mean? No.
We're going down I'm like biting my tongue right now.
Moving along. Next question.
Where are we here? Weekly content. Okay, 101. Bob may have been naughty. Also butt puss. Oh. Okay, so Zeta order. If you're gonna do these guys, let's assume a Chirpa lead. And you just want to go all out. What's the Zeta order that you're gonna do?
I mean, Wicked was the hardest to get 7-star. So, to me, his is the best out of all the Ewoks. He does the most for the Ewoks. But Chirpa's leadership is all around. Not everybody's going to have a Wicked it's hard to get Wicked. Well, for me, it was. I don't know how hard it's supposed to be. What, you said it's in the store only? What store is it in?
It just came into the store. Like, I don't even think it's in there. Or is it? Has anybody seen it?
They're in the shipment, the crystal shipments, like the top of your shipments. And then also they said they will soon be farmable in traditional areas. Something along those lines.
I can't believe they put Carry in such a low Cantina node. That's like, honestly, it's like, okay, if you're pay to play, I'm gonna go on my little round right now. If you're pay to play, and they, I don't know. It's like, fuck, you put Sith Trooper in the last fucking Cantina node, and it's so damn expensive to get, and then you put KRU right up at the front when people have just paid like $300 to get them a month ago. Like, it just doesn't. I don't know.
Well, this is what we were talking about earlier. Like, if you've played the game for any extended amount of time, you know that every time you put $1 into the game, it's at your, buyer beware. Because this, who knows? They might put 1,000 in 2B, like the second Cantina
fucking
table.
Cantina store or something.
So they just put 1,000 Galactic War shipments. Why the fuck not? Who cares? Like,
yeah.
I want to
probably look and see how many people have bought chromiums today. Like, our chromiums have gone down by 90% since whatever date. We've got all of the money out of everyone who's going to pay for it. Let's, move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Have everybody get Mother Tals, because that's if I have a golden Mother Talisman, then I can still beat y'all, because I hang out with people who have Southern accents, so I can say that now.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can totally say
I don't
that.
say eh.
And then I'm like, if nobody can get her, if she's on a freaking hard node 9B, like C, like goddamn Baze is, and farming him right now, then I'm safe. I'm safe for like 6 months with my mother towels and sitting at the top winning and not giving a shit, right? But if you guys are going to go get her and get her gear 12 in 3 weeks, then I have to go get the new greatest, latest thing, right?
That's right.
So
Yeah,
it's all
you
about
could go out. You can go out right
This
now.
game will always be like that too. It'll always be like that. They have figured out a way to, capitalize on them. I mean, think about it. It's the way to make the most money. That's what a video game, that's what they do it for.
And
It's always going to be like that.
Yeah, you could go out right now and you could get yourself a $250 rose and do nothing with it. I don't know.
Right.
Why do they make these new characters so lackluster?
Well, we don't know though yet. Like
they're supplemental. They're offering us 2 First Order Special Forces TIE pilots, like supplemental characters to a comp.
More money.
I don't know.
You got to have them, and you got to have them to unlock the next big thing. And,
I'm gonna see people, with a 7-star rose. I'm just gonna be like, God, just like, what are you? I don't know.
Oh, sexy Ewoks. I've had some That's a pretty sexy little Ewok.
So yeah. Anyways, Chirpa. My bad. I still didn't answer the question. Chirpa.
We got on a rant, and then we're getting all sexual
and
with
low gray
Ewok costumes. You bring us back, Uncle D. You're the only sober one now.
Chirpa, low gray. Poplu is, he's the god, and Wicked's baby Jesus. Remind you. So
Poplu is the god. I thought it was low gray. I thought it would be like Wicked low gray, but Poplu, hey? Okay, I'm just gonna fucking tell you. I don't know what the fuck they do. Like I have Tebow, I have Ewok Elder, but the rest of them I haven't played around with. So timestamp this. Walk us through like the basics, like what it like Tebow's turn meter control and debuffs. Like walk us through the 5 that you use and tell us like what their kind of key role is and what their Zetas do. Pretty please.
Chirpa's leadership. Every time an Ewok uses a special ability, 60% chance to call another Ewok to assist. That's his leadership.
Oh yeah.
Wicked's kit, just without the Zeta, he's got a 50% chance to go again after his turn. That can't be stopped, and it happens often. And then 10% chance to go after that, and after that, and after that. The most I've seen him go is 3 times in a row. I've never seen him go, but mind you, when he uses his basic attack, because of Chirpa's leadership, he gains turn meter anyway. I think, and it does more damage. That's all Chirpa's leadership. Wicked's, his Zeta, every time he crits, he gives all Ewok allies protection. I think it's 2% protection. And he goes and goes and goes, obviously. He's got the AoE that he does every 3 turns. And, his crit chance is high naturally. Needless to say, he gives them the protection they need. Now, low grade Zeta, I think he put the heal over time on when they crit. Ewok allies put a heal over time on themselves. And every other Ewok ally that has a heal over time heals. So that's
really, that's fucking ridiculous. That's so anti-Nightsister. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean
they're very, very anti-Nightsister. They poke away at them, right? And they have the days, and they have like massive heal. That's crazy.
I gotta play the Nightsisters video game because that was impressive. I liked
it. It's so fucking impressive. Like I feel like I don't know. Has anybody talked about Ewoks and the Nightsisters, man?
And so then Poplo, he's the last one. Every time he gains a status effect, he recovers 5% protection. And you see the status effects they gain. Something else.
And what else does he do? He gains 5% protection and
and health. Yeah, he heals 5% of his health, 5% of his protection.
And what does he do for the other Ewoks? What is it? He's a taunter.
Yeah, he's a tank. My bad. I just assumed everybody knew that, but
no, like I said, I've been fighting them in like I've been running Teals' Junior in another guild as just helping them out. And I've been fighting this Ewok team, and I'm like I figured it out. I figured out how to beat them. Like I just go in and I focus on Elder and just take Elder out because it's such a great tune. I've fought Elder a couple times on Territory Wars, and oh my god, like if he's fast, he's just reviving and reviving and reviving. Like it's ridiculous. And,
and his basic attack gives them turn meter as well. So again,
his basic attack is everybody turn meter. Yeah, like it's not Ewok specific. Isn't it like half for other allies?
10% to all allies, 30% to Ewok allies.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
he worked well. He worked well too in the beginning with the Rancor. But then Papalu also, when he's not taunting, he has 60% speed. Wicket, the AI by default, if the scout's not there, the AI calls Papalu to assist. When Wicket calls someone to assist, they both gain stealth. Papalu's in his kit. Every time he gains stealth, he removes stealth and then gains taunt. So he gets 10% protection, 10% of heal every time he gains stealth, more or less. And that's why Tebow also plays in there. But I don't use him because he's got a small chance to give all allies help, stealth. I mean, it's just there's so much going on, but they have to be with other Ewoks to capitalize on it, properly. Also, Papalu, the taunting tank, his other special ability is he removes debuffs from himself and an ally. If the ally is Ewok, he calls them to assist, and they gain 20% turn meter. Now, again, Chirpa's leadership, they already gain 20% turn meter. No matter who it is, if he calls in Low Gray, he gains tenacity up. If he calls in Wicket, he gains crit chance up. And if he calls in Papalu, or if they call in Papalu on his basic attack, they gain defense up.
Real quick, man. On your Nightsister video, we have a question from the chat. TITS McVenom asks, in that Nightsister video, is that zombie you're facing? Is it a tanky zombie, like a gear 11, gear 12, or is it like a lower gear squishy one? Do you remember?
I know it's not maxed out. No, it's only like a 3 or 4 star.
Do we have something other than black screen to play?
What is it?
Did Teals pass out? Oh, there we go.
No, he's here.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, he's definitely not a super tanky. No, and I've fought super tanky ones though, obviously, and it just takes them longer. More turns. It takes Wicket's AOE a little bit longer to take out the Acolyte, pretty much. Because that's what takes out the Acolyte. Over time, Wicket goes so many times, his AOE kills the Acolyte. In the end, that's how it ends up playing out. The rest of them die. Acolyte goes down slowly with Wicket's AOEs, no matter how tanky the zombie can be. I mean, he could have 90,000 health, 90,000 protection, and if I had 8 minutes, he'd die on autoplay. So,
I would like to step in here and give a disclaimer. Those of us who have been with us for a while will remember how hot and heavy we were around Metatech and his Phoenix. And I'm sure that after listening to that stream, a lot of people went and Zeta their and I'm sure they're completely happy with that. I'm completely enamored with these Ewoks right now. I don't know. Nerfherders, what are you thinking? I'm fucking in love. I want to build a little Ewok team and make an anti-CLS team out of them. Help out my guild with, a little guaranteed win against fucking Titan team. Are you enamored? Good old Maurice,
know that 2 Titan teams are falling to them on defense.
If I didn't have, it's such a long project for me. I mean, we're talking, the only Ewok I have at gear 11 is Chirpa. That's it. And then I have Scout and what's another one? Elder at 10. And all the red. Tebow's 9, and I think the other ones are 8 or below.
Maybe I'm just, maybe Uncle Dad, maybe because of your influence, maybe I actually have a little bit of a start on my Ewoks. Let me go and check.
I'm looking at him and I'm watching these videos and I'm listening to him explain them and I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of places I could use these. It's just, we're playing these territory wars and my guild is very close to the next tier. I just need to improve the characters I already have. I'm not in a position to begin a whole new faction.
Yeah,
If
oh,
that
yeah.
makes
I
any
mean, if you don't
sense.
have them, and there is other characters too, and like you said, they keep coming out. The Phoenix actually is a way better farm. If you don't have the Phoenix, absolutely farm the Phoenix first. There's so many more, things you get from them. As to the Ewoks don't have ships, for instance.
Well,
Wouldn't
Wiley
just say
Coyote
farm
makes,
That'd be
makes
so
a good
rad.
point. Wiley
Ewoks.
Coyote says so many Omegas. I don't have. That's a great point. I don't have the Omegas to invest in another faction right now, and I feel. I mean,
But-
you have to have
Yeah,
these.
they're 80 Zetas, and
Yeah.
it's a huge investment to say the least.
But all teams are like.
But it's one thing I
sometimes we
don't
look at
regret in
these-
the game.
Sometimes we look at these
know?
like factions that we don't all play, and we're like, yeah, that's 4 Zetas for speed. Well, how many fucking Zetas do you have on your like Ray team with BB-8 and CLS and Raid Han? Like, there's a lot of Zetas on there. Yeah, like
Yeah,
I mean, those are very utilitarian characters that you can use in a lot of different scenarios. But that's a lot of words.
I mean, you asked me, should I farm Ewoks or Phoenix first if you're a new player in this game? Farm the Phoenix, absolutely, 1,000%. They're still, the sustain within, they have the sustain and the turn meter gain, and they have ships. So.
I think for new players, for sure. For me, I'm at the point where, like, I put that plan ahead, Teals.
There's a territory battles, so.
I put that plan, Teals, and I like posted it in the guild. I was like, what do you guys think of this? And it was kind of like a gear order for Phoenix, but I'm like, I can beat the P5 battle in territory battles with the Phoenix that I have, like, consistently. So
yeah,
you have to really look at the whole game now. So I need to look at that plan, and what I really need to farm Rogue One. Like, I just need to totally focus on that, so that I can contribute in P6, and then those tunes are also applicable for, like, they're okay on defense as well.
Yeah, Teals getting that chat on that screen. The chat has been extra spicy tonight, by the way.
Has it?
Yes, there's apparently, if Bob wants to touch on it maybe later, there's mass confusion about what a butt puss is. There's all sorts of guesses.
A butt puss. I'll just tell people because it's like one of those things that I didn't know. So I'll tell all of you.
Okay, before you begin, would you like to hear what people think it is first?
Yes, please.
Okay, how raunchy can I get with this?
Absolutely. This is TVMA.
Okay, well, Sith Lord says a butt puss is when a piece of shit dangles from a pussy.
No.
Yes. And then Ghost says no. A butt puss is when it's when a snatch is so smelly. Or excuse me, let me start over. I got to quit giggling. Is when a snatch is so stank it smells like a butt, and she probably needs to wipe before you enter. That could, I guess, could
she
be.
might be wiping front to back instead of which way?
Well, I like the way he says it better.
Yeah. Okay.
When a snatch is so stank it smells like butt. And that's all.
Oh, that's just those two?
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's more, but I can't.
Well, let's take the, we're not very good at taking questions from chat, so let's take some answers from chat. Beloveds, what do you think a butt puss is? And go. We have about a 30-second leeway until we get to start giggling at what happens.
But yeah, I figured, you know what? Enough people watch this stream. We get into these weird chat tangents that they don't know where it started. It comes from our live chat. And people like,
should I
there's like 2 hours of stream that they don't know about, and like 30 minutes of content they actually understand. Like, well, you know what? From now on, I'm putting live chat on an overlay. Done.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Oh, disclaimer to the public: do not buy Dino S'mores from Off Color Brewing. Oh,
Dino S'mores? Are you saying like dinosaur?
Yeah, but it's Dino S'mores. They're real clever. Like they sell this piece of shit Pennzoil beer, and they just cute it up with a cute name like Dino S'mores.
Is that because dinosaurs made petrol? Like
no. According to them, dinosaurs made marshmallows, so they put it in their Imperial Stout.
Hmm.
And then I bought it, and I won't bitch anymore about it. I'm just really disappointed. So a lot of times you can.
Next time we do a local beer, Maurice, I'm gonna tell you what to get.
Well, no. Next time you suggest local beer, I'll actually buy. This is what I get.
Beer?
Yeah, this is from Chicago. They were out of Thomas Creek is like the big local brewery where I live. And they all they had was like the amber ale. That shit's not very good. They didn't have any of the good stuff.
This is really good. This is a maple porter, and it's a very, very good beer. It's a very nice beer. It's thick. It's got that like chocolate. I love the chocolate, like the bitter chocolate thing. Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
good.
you bought the beer with maple in it. Go figure.
This is probably one of the first times that I've participated in Nerfherders. No, it's true. I did fire whiskey. I did bourbon.
You did do the publicly allowed moonshine.
Oh, geez, the moonshine. I still have the moonshine. It's right here. I got so drunk, and there's only an inch gone from this fucking pint bottle. It's full. I feel like I should stick some pickles in it or something.
You guys don't use the metric system in Canada?
I read the bottle and it said a pint.
Right, but you said an inch.
Yeah, we're a bit weird. Like nobody knows their height in centimeters or meters. Like I have no idea if I'm 3 meters or 2. Like I have no idea.
Goddamn,
I know
3 meters tall.
I know, I'm not 3 meters tall.
Whoa! Time out! You stole America's like measurement system?
No, America has not evolved with the rest of the world to catch up to our system, and sometimes it's about
Wait, time out. You use like a hybrid
imperial system. You know, imperial means like monarchy and queens, and you guys are like, so not about that.
Well, that doesn't have any like the form of government really has nothing to do with the measurement system. I mean, like, but you use inches and centimeters. You guys drive kilometers per hour or miles per hour? Kilometers. Okay, but you use
pretty much everything is metric except if you're measuring something little. No, if you're measuring something like if you're measuring like a long distance, it's always kilometers, right? It's like it's 100 kilometers. It's it's like half kilometer, 100 meters. But if you get down to something like that, it's like it's a foot or 12 inches. Like it's easier than saying it's 30 centimeters. It's like I don't know.
It's 3 deciliters, guys. Come
on.
All right, we do have we've got some answers to the butt puss question.
Oh, good.
Grim says a butt puss is something Grande goes for, a healthy substitute for a vagina in prison.
That's
Gravity Chong says a stanky puss with large lips. Jesse Kinner says stuff it with pickles.
Silence. Well, I figured it was referring to the brown star. What is Jesse? What?
He just wanted to let us know, stuff it with pickles. I don't even know if that really was relevant to the butt puss, but I guess maybe it kind of was, so I just said it.
Just keeping it awkward.
I really like Jesse. I feel like he's a soulmate of ours. Like he just wrote, "The dog is dying. What do I do? Stuff it with pickles." I don't know the context of that, but I don't see how it could have any possible context in the real world. Like, I think it's just a very random and horrible thing. I think Jesse's a horrible person is what I'm saying. So anyway.
But Gravity Chong is on it, though. He really is. That's our
Gravity Chong. Let's go. Okay.
Outpost Beta. Don't forget. Check us out.
Yes. So, okay. So where is did you post that down there? So Uncle Dad, our Ewok fanboy, his guild is Outpost Beta, formerly known as Guardians of the Galaxy. What do you guys call it? I always forget. GCG?
GGC?
What did you speak of?
Guardian Galaxy something.
Gamers?
Oh, Guardians Gaming Community.
So good call on the name change because now it's Outpost Beta, which is much easier to remember. And
Guardians Gaming Community still exists. They just changed their
shit. So Uncle Dad is, you've had a nice little taste of who Uncle Dad is. Gravity Chong is, well, let me just tell you that while he is a happily married man in this lifetime, we're completely sure that we were Vikings in a past life, and that we traveled around the world on the like rough seas and like murdered people together, and we're deeply in love.
Where do you buy your drugs from? Because I want some.
No, dude, it's for reals, and we're both fucking like agree to this. That's probably a horrible pitch for your guild, Gravity, but he's a very good guild leader. He's very stable.
Former Viking.
They're lovely, lovely people. And yeah, I don't recommend guilds very often. There's very few that I will refer people to and that I'll put people in, but I feel absolutely confident to refer people to.
And I would assume this is a 420 friendly guild.
I guess so.
In your Viking past life, though, would you guys stuff like dead animal carcasses with pickles?
I don't. I don't think so. Right?
You have to do
like,
this again sometime.
You just made yourself the weird one after the
show.
No,
but okay, I have a serious question. Okay, I have a serious question. In Viking times, in the era of Vikings, this is serious. Do you think they were aware of the process of pickling fruits and vegetables?
Oh, I'm sure. Absolutely. All of the ancient cultures did that. It was like it's one of the original things that we did is how we preserved food.
The judges were looking for yes or no.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I said absolutely, which is like more substantial than a yes.
We did
Jesse,
have a question.
I did not fucking say I'd want to stuff pickles in my beer bottle. I said in my moonshine jar.
Well, Jesus. I mean, it's just a question. Breast McVenom asks, what is the name of T Money's cat?
Buttpuss?
Oh, I'm allergic to cats. I could never get one, but if I had one, I would immediately name it Buttpuss. Hey, Bob, are you still having sex?
He's busy.
On that note, I'll come back with you guys with some serious solo in the tank with my Ewoks in a couple weeks here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
You didn't tell us the story. You pulled a chromium. You've been waiting for your 7-star wicket, and
baby Jesus.
It was today.
Ewok Jesus.
Ewok Jesus came to you today, saved your demon soul from.
I'll get the right fill in, and I'll be soloing the tank soon. I'll let you know. You'll be the first to get the footage, all right?
What do you think the max score is going to be?
I don't know. I don't have all the phases numbers in front of me. How much is it? What's the total amount?
Well, from what is it? Gilmore's, I don't know, like 50% through P2 to 40, the end of P4 is like
49,920 or something like that.
That sounds real close. Because
I'll be getting 49,920 then sooner or later. That's the plan, right? Ultimate goal. Nobody soloed the rank.
I'm trying to remember.
We're gonna have to solo in the tank.
You guys heard it here first. Ewoks, Gear 15. We'll solo in the tank.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna
call that a night. I gotta go.
What?
I got to go.
Oh my god, my feelings are fucking hurt. Fine, bye. Hey, thank you for coming so much, dude. It was so nice to hang out with you. I'm just teasing.
I appreciate you guys having me, though, seriously. But
thank you.
My birthday's in like 2 minutes.
That was a pleasure, my friend.
2 minutes. My wife is looking at me like it's your birthday in 2 minutes. You better get off the fucking.
Oh snap!
Oh
snap!
Birthday mouth hugs. Get on going.
We got 2 people on the stream that are busy.
Happy birthday to you.
I'll be in touch, though. You know it. I'm gonna send you the
Happy birthday, dude.
This is where we're gonna see. Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys. Appreciate you having me on here too.
Hey, did you join our Discord so I can chat with you later and give you my code?
Wu-Tang!
Sounds good, man.
He's married. He just said that, Teal.
The Soka Fulcrum thing. I forget who said that.
Always trying to fuck our guests, like every time.
That's why Nukin left our stream so fast.
That's why Nukin left our stream to go get ready. To go like touch up his mascara and put on his nice undies.
So You guys want to talk about this update, or just like leave these two new characters hanging out with their first order executioner?
I'm happy for you guys to school me, but like Resistance is so incredible. It always has been. It's finally arena viable. Any dynamic you can add to that fantastic team is going to give people who theorycraft a little key to unlock some fucking door, whether it's in hat, in rank, like who knows what it's going to be in, but you're giving some other dynamic to the game, and it's going to be cool. They're not going to be just duds. I mean, maybe they will be, but
well, I mean,
Rose might be a dud.
I've yet to see anybody include Imperial Super Commando in any sort of raid, any sort of raid solo video. I've never seen him. I've never seen the First Order Special Forces.
Yeah, but those factions are shit to begin with. Like, they're not in arena. Like, Zeta Finn has been the best value for Zeta since Zetas came out, and you can like I have players right now coming to me being like, I'm having trouble beating teams on offense, and I look at their tunes and I'm like, well, what about your resistance? Oh, my resistance are under geared. Well, they're all like gear 9 and 10. That's fine. I have a gear 7 or 8 resistance pilot that I take in, and I take only what do I have? Gear 9 Finn. I might be completely lying right now. Gear 11 Poe, Gear 11 Resistance Trooper, and Gear 7, I think 8 Pilot, and I can take down 110,000 Xeris team. Like, it's sketchy, but it's consistent. They're amazing, and so you have these two new characters. I don't know. That's great.
No, it's CLS team with Thrawn and Bayonet Han. Good luck.
No, of course not. And now we've, yeah.
I mean,
not giving our
most of our fans that watch our stream, watch RSG. They made a lot of good points. Right now, none of us see Rose as being anything more than just an addition, something to fill. So you could have, 2 full resistance teams or whatever. Holdo, she's gonna bring a different element to resistance and add in a tank for Jedi Training Ray. Her taunt's on the long cooldown. Most arena fights she might taunt once. She's got that AoE daze though. That is a nice asset. She's got the heals. That's kind of cool. It's gonna definitely bring a change, and it will pretty much destroy anything involving First Order. Crew is kind of just toodaloo to that nonsense.
Right, but again, all the videos I watched today on it, like, you have to keep in mind this Holdo taunt. It says when it's worded, when another resistant ally loses foresight, Holdo gains taunt for 1 turn and recovers 10% health. But from all the videos I watched today, that is only her foresight that she gives out. It's not any foresight.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you're gonna be taunting, like you said, once a match. But she does have like the Thrawn-like move where she recovers, gives away 40% health and 20% protection, and dispels the ally,
which is nice.
She's gonna be very good eventually. I do not think that if you take the plunge and buy her out of the marquee packs, that your team is going to be that much better to warrant spending, $200+. That I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, really, is any character really worth $200? I don't know, but that's up to the buyer. But I don't feel like she's gonna be that much better than the team you're already running. It's not like you're gonna put Holdo in there and your team's gonna be unbeatable. She's a nice supplement. Both these characters are just supplementary, just pieces, just extra pieces, much like the First Order Special Forces TIE Pilot and the First Order Executioner. Those are good units, but I mean, they're the resistance pilots. They're the Nightsister acolytes and initiate, just supplement pieces to field two teams. I think Rose is going to be a little better than people think she's going to be, because she's got 50% chance of double tap, and if she's critting on the first one, she's going to expose the enemy and then immediately pop it with her double tap, right? So underneath that ray lead, she's going to be given turn meter. She's not going to be as bad as everyone thinks she's going to be. Is she going to be arena viable? Hell no. She's not going to be used in arena at all.
No, she'll be just like a Talia to the Nightsisters. She'll have her benefits.
That's a perfect analogy.
She'll have her benefits in Lightside TB. Maybe you could use her in a raid, but arena TW even is like cleanup team maybe. There was a fifth.
Oh, that was an excellent analogy with Talia. That's very good. Like, you don't see anybody really running Talia in arena, and you're not gonna see anybody. But Darkside TB, Talia is my chick. I love Talia and Darkside TB. Rose probably
a gear 10 today.
Yeah,
cruising forward little by little.
Yeah, she's a good piece, man. Just a good piece. If you've got all the other, like if you've got Zeta Fan, if you got a nice tricked out resistance, you've got Jedi Ray, you've got BB-8, then you're naturally going to want these two characters just so you can field two full teams. And what it's going to do is, you can field your full Finn team. You should be using it on offense. Then you can also field a Jedi Ray team with resistance, and you can peel off the other resistance or the other droids. Like you can peel off Chopper, put him back with your Phoenix team, put him on a different comp. Like these characters will eventually allow you to expand your roster and still have viable teams. So there is value in that, but nothing worth jumping the gun at. We all have dozens of tunes we want to gear, and I just don't see putting either of these at the top of that list and purchasing them and gearing them all the way up. I don't see either one of them being that good way, but we will see. A lot of times I'm kind of down on a character, and they come out and they're amazing, and they're they're amazing.
It again.
Huh?
Fuck this shit, but
Well,
maybe.
I don't know.
You're caveating. It's fine.
Like, the only thing we have to go on right now are the
resistance, though, right? And trust resistance, and I hope they're not going to give us some shit tunes in resistance, because there's really not any, right? Like, think of everybody: Finn, Poe, resistance, pilot, trooper. Ray Jr. is like the shittiest one, and she's still pretty cool.
All right, Grimm's getting triggered. He wants to talk about Special Forces TIE Pilot. Grimm, explain your piece, sir.
Huh? Well, was this in the chat?
Teals is yelling at his child. Hold on.
No, Grimm's been getting triggered at Maurice and getting triggered about wanting to talk about Special Forces TIE Pilot.
He's a decent character, but you're not. Is he that good? Like, you have to have him now? No, like he's not. I don't know. Like, when you think of First Order, like when you're thinking of like the 2 or 3, absolute necessities, Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot, is not one of those characters. It's Kylo Ren unmasked. It's the old Kylo. It's First Order TIE pilot. It's I don't think he makes the cut for everybody's First Order team.
I beg to differ.
There he is.
Oh, bring it on, fella.
I was like, fight.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Grim, how's it going?
Going pretty good.
It's been like 2.5 hours since I've heard your voice.
Have you,
right.
Are you drinking local beer with us tonight?
Not really local. I'm drinking Mexican beer. I had half a 12-pack left over from last weekend. So
why are you laughing at Mexican beer, good old Maurice?
Because it's not even the same country.
Not really local.
Are you, Maurice? What type of local beer are you drinking at? I'm drinking Warsteiner.
I'm drinking
Okay.
German beer, Schlangenfugenblagen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want you and good old Maurice to fight this out, and I
No,
don't
I
want
mean,
you to
I
pull
don't
any
have much of a
punches.
fight. I don't have much experience with the character, but drop the knowledge on me is why I'm incorrect and why I need to relook at this character.
Make him wrong, Grim. Make him very wrong.
No, educate me. I'm being serious.
No, I'm
like,
curious too because I'm on the verge of creating a first order team, but I don't quite know. I know I'm gonna carry you, but I don't quite know who else goes with it. I have Phasma at 11, first order TIE Pilot at 11, and who else do I have at 11?
this is actually a very good
So
this is a very good topic. Like if you're a newer player and you're considering first order, you now have 2 extra options. You know, like who are the 5 characters that you need now with everybody available? You know,
Right now, you have access to 2 of the best first order characters out there. You know, crew and for the Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot.
so he makes the starting 5. Let's for the sake of this conversation, let's exclude Executioner for now because he's not available.
Yeah, he's not easily farmable.
So you're saying the Special Forces TIE Fighter is definitely 100% part of your starting 5 for the best first order team.
I'd say yes. He brings assists, he brings buffs, he brings stuns.
That's a pretty good case, I guess.
I mean, as compared to the regular one.
Okay, what damage? What do you have yours relatively well geared?
My TIE Fighter pilot?
Yeah, your Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot.
Not really. My experience is going from when I played him during the Territory
Marquee
Wars
event?
beta. I actually I was able to get him to gear 11 during the Territory Wars beta and test him out that way.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay, yeah.
Consider
So
that
yeah,
a
I
valid
kind of
test.
cheated because that's what made me get crew to what I have him right now. So
No, and that's what
valid
it's there
testing.
for, right? To test shit. So okay, what is his basic like? What does a basic attack do? What type of damage is like a basic attack?
his basic. Well, let's see here.
Because I know on SWGOH she's got high numbers for damage, but that doesn't always translate in game. You know what I mean?
I got to pull him up real quick so I can remember.
Okay, what are you talking about? Keep your tits to DMs and not in the public channel, Teals. You're not answering me, so I'm gonna fucking ask you.
I was just trolling you because you said
Oh.
local
Wait,
beer was
somebody
getting,
was passing around tits.
What did I say?
You
or
were just
tips.
saying local beer was getting to you. Craft beer, you're having fun, so I have to keep your tits to DMs and not the public channel.
No, like I thought about that. I have a unicorn dress on tonight. I dressed up for the stream tonight. That's how excited I was for the Ewoks.
Awesome.
Could you explain more so for me? But could you explain for the rest of the Nerfherders what a unicorn dress is?
Yeah, motherfuckers, I'm going to take a picture and show you. It's a dress covered in unicorns and butterflies and dragonflies and rainbows and sparkle. Like, it's ridiculous. I wear it out quite
So you're in pajamas.
consistently, and people are like, they look at me and they're like, "Well, she obviously has mental health issues," or they're like, "I love your dress." One of the two.
In other
Your
words,
dress
what you're saying is it looks
fucking
fabulous.
amazing. Your dress just blew my mind. I'm like, I know, right?
So this dress you speak of is not something you wear when you're in like a conservative mood.
Oh shit, no.
Does it have glitters or sequins on it?
There's no sequins. But it's also quite short. Like, it's slightly inappropriate. I should not keep talking. I really should.
So when you wear this dress, okay, when you wear this unicorn sequin-free dress, does your butt puss hang out the bottom of it?
No, it definitely
Safe
could.
word.
If
Safe word.
if I did a straight up bend over, like let me just check. Hold on.
What is a straight up bend over?
Like just touch your toes, for sure. Butt puss would hang up. So for those who are still hanging on, butt puss is just when a chick like bends over and then you're looking at her butt and her pussy at the same time. That's butt puss.
Yeah.
That's like you need a name for that, and we don't have one, and Bob gave that to us. So thank Bob, okay? Thank Bob.
God, Bob, please don't disappear on us now because I just opened this fucking bottle of Pennzoil. I don't need to chug it to the face.
But it's only 5.5%. It's a lot of beer. I'm drinking a lot of beer.
Everyone in the chat's talking about Darth Maul. Carry on. I don't really want to talk about Darth Maul. Do you guys?
Not really.
Okay, so we'll just carry on.
I don't know. It's such an I don't have a plan right now. I'm kind of constructing my plan, and I keep asking for advice, and people give me advice, and I'm just not quite happy with it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's exciting time. So I've been thinking about Maul, not Zeta Maul, just for his AoE days. I think it'd be super useful as a character to just come in AoE days and die. But he's slow, so I don't know. Yeah,
and I don't know how to even use Maul unzated. He is always like at the end of TW when you're down to like your Mob Enforcer and your Ugnaught and your Jedi Knight Guardian. Maul is always just chilling there at the top. Like I never even use him. I don't. You don't
put them on defense?
I don't have a Zeta on him. Like we were kind of joking about this the other day. You're like, should I try to sneak in my unzated Maul team as a decoy? It'd be my fourth defensive team. That'd be kind of shitty, though.
Why?
I'm an officer in the guild. I'm trying to promote like everyone getting ready and rah, get this done. Get this done, and then I just like slip in like an unzated Maul into our Maul zone. We're
gonna all understand this very soon. That all is fair in love and war, and we've had. I'm gonna put my, as Grim says, my tinfoil hat on right now. We have had spies. Bob's out. Drink, bitches. Oh man, go.
Well, Maurice, you're not the only one drinking a full beer.
God damn it, Bob. If you're watching this tomorrow, damn it, man.
I just opened my barley wine 10 minutes ago. It's 3/4 full.
I'm
not anymore, sucker. Go ahead and enjoy your exit from ketosis. We're going to drink this barley wine. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to take this castor to the face.
Little Maurice, I would like you to shotgun a beer.
Oh, you don't want to shotgun a beer. If we're talking like shitty domestic, like Bud Light. Like if we're going to shotgun a beer, it has to be Bud Light.
But the shit you said is shitty, so forget about how much it costs. Stop sipping it and shotgun one.
I can't shotgun it. It's in a bottle. You need a can to shotgun it. Unless you have like a drill. You have like a drill bit that would cleanly just drill through glass without like breaking it at all.
I don't know why, but I have to read this out loud. Shay Locomotive said, I've read this like 10 times. Shay Locomotive says, and hey Shay, I miss your like deep voice on chats. You need to like come back. I figured butt puss was anal.
Yeah, I that's one of the things I put in chat. I was like, oh, it also means.
No, Shay Locomotive, butt puss, unfortunately, is not anal. But you are more than welcome to ask the next female you meet, assuming you're not a married man. Like, hey, girl, let me get some of that butt puss. And see what her reaction is.
Can I just say that this is how I learned what butt puss was. It was one of our practice streams. We did like three practice streams before we went live to the public.
We probably should have done more.
many more. Even now, we really should not have people listening to us. But Bob said, well, first, Teals came on one of the streams. So if you don't know that, go and find, like, it's called, like, Teals comes on a stream. Like, it's wonderful because you don't get to hear your friends come commonly.
She's never gonna let
right?
that die.
No, it was honestly, it was one of the greatest moments of my life. I have studied orca whales and humpback. I've like traveled the world. I've like done amazing like spiritual, like one of the best moments of my life is hearing teals come. Like it was fucking awesome. It was great. Anyway.
Congratulations, Teals. Your orgasm is right up there with swimming with the orca whales.
It truly is. It's
pretty good, man.
It's so like, yeah, you're good, man.
That's a compliment for the ages.
Oh, but so we're doing our first stream, and Bob was like, butt puss, ha ha ha. And I think maybe I was a little shy at the time to like ask what that was, or maybe they're teasing me. Anyway, I woke up the next morning. It was like one of the first days that we set up our Discord stream, and I came into like our OG chat and opened it up, and there was like you know, when you send an image and you're like, ooh, that's a really big image. Like, I didn't mean to send it that big. That's what it was. It was just this huge full screen image of a chick's butt puss. Like, it was just this lovely little butt puss. And that's, and he's like, this is a butt puss. I was like, fuck. It was shocking. And at that point, I was like,
oh, it was super shocking.
I'm wrong to be involved with these people.
Oh, it was like this chick bent over in her, you know, her curtains, if you will, were just like all flapping in the wind, just like taking up the whole screen, like Jiminy fucking Christmas.
It was really shocking.
Like, God bless. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, if I bring home a girl and, you know, we're getting intimate and I don't know, you know, we got like, I don't know, like mud flaps down to the knees, I'll be like, whoa, time out.
What?
Huh? Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
No, you don't. You gotta stop talking right now. I'm just gonna take you from where the fuck this is going. This is not going anywhere good, honey.
Up there,
throw him over your shoulder.
Plus, that pussy was
inviting me to jump rope.
Like that was like I was like, oh my god, there's like a huge ass and a pussy. But it like once I like kind of acclimatized to it, because it's like kind of like coming into like a really cold room or you know, but it was a perfect pussy. There's no fucking meat curtains hanging from that pussy. I'm arguing with you about pussy right now. You want to argue back or not?
No, I'm pretty much done.
Yeah.
I
think we're gonna listen to this tomorrow and be like, I really saved you from like. I have no idea where you're going with that.
Well, right, but you really fucked up and stopped me because who knows where I would have gone with that.
I know, and that's exactly what I'm saying. In my heart, I'm sad right now. I'm like,
but I mean, it was 50-50. You could have gotten like
horribly sexist or just
no, it would have been sexist. It might have been extremely uncomfortable to the point where we might have ended the stream. Just kind of, oh, that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Yikes, you know, or it could have gone into another direction.
And on that bombshell,
no!
I think we've pretty much reached the end, and we can continue any of the BPs in after talk. If anyone wants to join, we'll probably show up for a couple of minutes. We've been
can I give up
hoarse.
plugs? Because that time when I plugged the Discord channel like 4 times, we had like 30 people join that week. So if you've gone this far, you're a trooper, motherfucker. Like, this is amazing. You have probably, I don't know why you're still listening, but if you are, come and hang out with us in our Discord server where all of the love is. And
Grim just posted it in the chat there.
Grim?
Rip. Rip yourself, Sith Lord. Darth Revan's. Okay, yeah. We'll talk about it later.
No. I don't go into chat. I'm too cool for that.
Okay, well, fuck it. Have you guys like? Because you know these.
There's so many people. I like deal one-on-one with people. I can't deal with more than like 2 people at a time. It's so overwhelming for me. That's why I'm sorry.
Well, that's unfortunate. But somebody in the chat I'm not looking at the chat. Says, oh, it is Darth Revan. That's a pretty clever name, fella. He said, have you... I'm just kidding. Have you... I'm just totally kidding. I'm just being an asshole. I'm totally messing with you, man. He says, have you seen the gear requirements for Rose? And my answer is no. So I'm looking now. And... oh, man. She looks fun. 300 syringes, 240 implant salvage, 200...
What? Implant salvage? What the fuck is that?
She needs 4 gold balls, 6 syringes, 4 carbonis, 2 stun cuffs, 2 stun guns.
Okay, is that 4 carbontes and 2 stun guns, or is that 2 carbontes and 2 like fully crafted stun guns?
No. It's just that's part of it. She doesn't look that bad.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, I'm looking at it. It's just 6 syringes. I mean, that sucks, I guess, if you're trying to gear Wedge and Biggs at the same time, and her. But I mean, if you're gearing Wedge and Biggs, you probably aren't at the level you need to really be worried about Rose. 4 gold eyeballs sucks. 2 full stun guns, 2 additional carbonis, 2 stun cuffs. Oh man, she's easy. She's pretty easy to gear. Just glancing at it. A comm link, a couple raid gears. Yeah. So to answer your question, she looks very right in the middle of the road. Maybe I would almost venture to say easier than most to gear. Minus the 4 gold balls.
4 gold balls.
That's not really. Carry on.
Some of those
My
gold
bad.
balls might be some of that stuff to go from gear 11 to 12.
Can I ask you guys, because Good Old Maurice bitches about this all the time, are you short on the, like, not the black part of the gold ball, but the, like, regular part that you have way too many of? Are you short on those?
I'm out. I'm always farming. I can't wait for the day when I can get more.
See?
Like, both
the
sides
challenges. Like, I rely on the challenges to get the compliment to the ones you buy out of the guilds, like out of the shipments. Like, I'm out of like there's like black balls in the shipments that you can buy for $3.75 for 25, and then there's like the
and then the golden binoculars too. Well, no, I got a lot of the other ones. Trying to think.
Can we hi Kangaroo. Hey Darth Revan in your 6 syringes. David Lee. T-Money. What the fuck? You just been posting all night, girl. Good for you. Shay Locomotive, I miss your like deep voice. You gotta bring that back somewhere. Tits McVenom. I know it's way past your bedtime, sister. Thank you for staying up.
Okay, time out. I'm going to interrupt you. Darth Revan's like 6 syringes, 2 stun cuffs. Are you... You know what? Carry on. Interrupt me.
Gold stun guns are the worst. What? Why?
Because they're gold and they, you know...
No. I know. So why are you talking about Darth Revan?
Well, because he's saying 6... I'm unsure if he's like arguing if Rose is difficult to gear or easy.
I think he's just thinking out loud in the chat.
Okay. You know, I'm on this like I'm on a laptop.
Let me ask, what the fuck is up with you?
I'm on a laptop, right? And it's got like a little, oh god, I don't want to say ThinkPad because that totally tells how old I am, but like a little thing where I roll my fingers around and it works the mouse, right? And I had some dinner earlier. I'm looking at it from like a weird angle now, and it's like totally.
You're being really greasy. Old man right now, like super old man.
What? You don't have an IBM ThinkPad at your house?
I would like to ask the chat right now how old you think Good Old Maurice is.
Think IBM ThinkPads and Tandy computers.
Say it again.
Probably younger than me.
34.
Difficult, crappy. Darth Revan, yes, she takes 6 syringes, but if you think 200 carbonis, 100 stun cuffs, and 100 stun guns is difficult.
That's middle of the road, man. That's not easy. That's middle of the road. I'd say middle to high. I mean, yeah.
Middle to high, what?
Shoot, Snow Trooper takes 150 stun cuffs. Let's go from 10 to 11.
Yeah, okay, that's a
Yeah.
perfect example. Okay, there you go. A snow trooper.
He's a damage dealer, though.
450 stun cuffs. Kenobi, 450 Carbonis. Scarif Rebel Pathfinder, 450 Carbonis.
Here come the numbers. 45, 39, 43.
Okay, Darth Revan thinks I'm 45. Captain Blackbeard thinks I'm 39. Breast McVenom thinks I'm 43.
This is one of the
Kate
best
Crew
moments.
thinks
Breast
35.
McVenom.
Sword says 38. All you motherfuckers are wrong. Aha!
34.
Oh, that's because you fucking know how old I am.
That's not me. That's Teals.
Yeah, because Teal knows how old I am. So yes, I'm 34 years old.
Baby.
This is me. Yes. So what is that? What is that? Is that
Yeah, I'm
Chinese?
a baby in
years?
the group.
Chinese
What?
calendar. What am I? The year of the dragon?
Oh.
Please
You're
tell
a
me.
youngin', man. You need to
Please
get
tell
off
me
my
I'm like
lawn.
Year of the chicken. I want to be something cool.
I'm a rabbit.
The rabbit. Jesus Christ! Really?
Fuck you.
The year of the rabbit?
Snake. You're the snake for me.
Rabbit's like the fuck, man. That's what they're known for. Don't
Yeah,
fuck-
but like I can't
don't
like.
diss a rabbit. Fuck.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
Rutabaga.
fill anybody's belly if they're
Rutabaga. Rutabaga.
That's Grim and I's code word for when I'm like going off
Safe
the
word.
rails.
Rutabaga.
I'm like, so anyway, I live at 4265. It's a rutabaga. Yeah.
David Lee says T Money is what, 15 or 16?
Fucking yeah, mentally. Absolutely.
Breast McVenom says she's 26.
Like you can't say tits.
What?
I love I so tits like we have how did we find you, jewel of a woman, and RSG snatched you up, and damn good for them because you have a fucking head on your shoulder. She is not just playing this game, she is a gamer chick. She's way cooler than us is what's going on. And
I nicknamed her Tits McAwesome.
and the wonderful thing with her handle is that in the beginning it was very awkward for everyone to say, and now it's not. Like now it's just like this like common household name and tits. Like it's just like it's completely normalized the word tits. So I think we should do that with more things. Like I'm gonna say inappropriate stuff right now, so I'm gonna stop myself. But yeah.
I'm just uncomfortable using profanity in anything like foul.
It's not profanity.
What? Tits is not
Like
profanity.
honestly, breasts. I breastfeed my baby. Like
Right, I can say the word
tits.
breast.
I have tits. I don't I breast. It's like a verb more than like a noun. Like I have tits. I have tits.
So I need to learn like slang. So what you're saying is I'm never gonna turn a woman
What are
on.
you
Like,
talking about?
hey girl, come get some of this penis. Like, that's not gonna turn any woman on.
No. The word penis is like okay. Sometimes I feel like we're really educational. The word penis is you never ever want to use that.
What about
never
testis?
want to use?
Hello, my fair lady. Would you like to see my scrotum?
No, that's no.
That's out too.
Too. But honestly, I don't know any word that you can talk about like the testicles, balls. Like there's no word that I feel comfortable about saying like, oh yeah, baby got nice like blank. I don't know. Like there's nothing. They're great. Like I'm not opposed to them in any way, but there's no word that I'm like, oh, that's such a like cock is a great word, right? Like that's a really nice word, but like there's no word for like testicles, balls, like none. I should probably timestamp this. Hey?
There you go.
When it goes off the rails.
The last 15 minutes, just to,
Is it safe to assume that the word testes is the least desirable to say?
Oh,
like,
come now.
Hey girl, you want to come check out my testes? That just sounds ridiculous. I felt like a terrible person for even saying that.
You should feel like a terrible person for saying
Well,
that.
my sexual education teacher said that was the acceptable thing to say.
It is, but it's just not appropriate.
Testes.
Testes isn't. Testicles, balls, sack,
Scrotum.
scrotum, like nothing. There's not a word that's like.
Okay, what the fuck are we even talking about? Let's move this somewhere else. Okay. Shay Locomotive says, I heard that penis smells good tonight on the stream. Thank you, Shay. Thank you. I switched from the regular Gold Bond powder to the Gold Bond medicated. Everything's smelling fresh.
Somebody talk about like pussy smelling like ass, and then something. Oh my god!
All right,
I love you.
Let's wrap this up and move it over to Discord if you want to keep up with this. I'm just sitting here listening.
I gotta get off the stream before I get just fucking stupid. All right.
All right. Like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Don't want to
go harass
right now.
Each other in Discord. We'll show up for a few minutes.
Like, completely anti.
Thank you so much. P-Money's gone. We love you so much. Thanks again.
We do.
We'll see you next time.